You are being watched, the Stoic Guide to Living Under Constant Judgment. Welcome to Dark Stoic. Today we explore the inescapable reality of modern existence. You are being watched. Every click, every post, every step you take leaves a digital footprint. But this is not merely about cameras and algorithms. This is about the far more ancient prison, the cage of other people's opinions. We will examine how the Stoics confronted judgment 2,000 years ago, and how their wisdom can liberate you from the paralysis of being constantly observed. Right now, as you listen to these words, you are being watched, not just by surveillance systems or social media platforms, but by something far more invasive. You are being watched by your neighbors, by your colleagues, by strangers who will never know your name, but will judge you nonetheless. You are being watched by family members who think they know who you should be, by former friends who still carry opinions about the person you used to be. And most devastatingly, you are being watched by the version of yourself that never stops criticizing, never stops comparing, never stops demanding more. This is not paranoia. This is the human condition. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in the ancient world, understood this prison intimately. He wrote, "How much trouble he avoids who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does or thinks, but only to what he does himself, that it may be just and pure." Notice what he is saying. The emperor of Rome, a man surrounded by sycophants and spies, a man whose every decision was scrutinized by millions, found freedom not by controlling what others thought, but by refusing to look at it. He did not say, "Stop them from watching." He said, "Stop yourself from caring." This is a crucial distinction that most people miss entirely. We live in an age of unprecedented exposure. Your ancestors could reinvent themselves by moving to a new village. Your great-grandparents could escape their past by crossing an ocean. But you exist in an era where your teenage photographs live forever, where a single moment of poor judgment can define you for eternity, where strangers feel entitled to dissect your life from the comfort of their anonymity. The weight of this constant observation has created an epidemic of self-consciousness. People no longer act, they perform. They no longer speak, they curate. Every meal is photographed before it is eaten. Every vacation is documented before it is experienced. Every opinion is tested against the imagined reactions of an invisible audience before it is expressed. This is not living. This is existing in a perpetual state of audition for a role you never wanted, judged by critics whose qualifications you never verified. Seneca saw this coming 2 millennia ago when he warned, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." He understood that the watching itself is rarely the problem. It is our obsession with being watched that destroys us. It is the mental theater we construct, populated by imaginary judges delivering verdicts that exist only in our minds. Think about the last time you held back from doing something authentic, the last time you swallowed words you meant to say, the last time you chose safety over truth. Who exactly was watching? Who specifically would have punished you? In most cases, you cannot even name them. You are being controlled by phantoms. You are imprisoned by hypothetical disapproval from theoretical people. You are a hostage to critics who may not even exist. The Stoics taught a radical form of psychological liberation that begins with a simple question: what is actually within your control? Epictetus, a man who spent years as a literal slave before becoming one of history's greatest philosophers, made this the foundation of his entire teaching. He declared, "Some things are within our power, while others are not. Within our power are opinion, motivation, desire, aversion, and, in a word, whatever is of our own doing. Not within our power are our body, our property, reputation, office, and, in a word, whatever is not of our own doing." Read that list again. Reputation is explicitly named as something beyond your control. The man who knew slavery firsthand is telling you that your reputation was never yours to begin with. It belongs to the minds of others, and those minds are foreign territory where you have no jurisdiction. This is either terrifying or liberating, depending on how you receive it. If you have spent your life trying to manage, manipulate, and control how others see you, this truth is a death sentence to that exhausting project. But if you are ready to be free, this is the key to your cell. Marcus Aurelius returned to this theme repeatedly in his private journal, The Meditations. He wrote, "I have often wondered how it is that every man loves himself more than all the rest of men, but yet sets less value on his own opinion of himself than on the opinion of others." Sit with that paradox. You claim to love yourself. You claim to know yourself. You have spent every moment of your existence inside your own mind. And yet, when a stranger on the internet, someone who has never met you, who knows nothing of your struggles or triumphs or silent victories, when this stranger offers an opinion about who you are, you treat their judgment as more valid than your own. This is insanity. This is a form of self-betrayal so common that we have normalized it completely. The Stoics refused to participate in this collective madness. They understood that external validation is an addiction that can never be satisfied. There will always be one more critic, one more doubter, one more voice telling you that you are not enough. If you build your identity on the approval of others, you build on sand during a hurricane. But let us go deeper. The Stoics did not merely teach indifference to judgment. They taught something far more powerful. They taught the importance of a different kind of watching yourself. Seneca advised, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you. Welcome those whom you are capable of improving." The process is a mutual one. Men learn as they teach. He understood that we should be selective about whose gaze we invite into our lives, not because we fear judgment, but because certain forms of observation elevate us while others diminish us. There is a profound difference between being watched by someone who wants you to succeed and being watched by someone who is simply waiting for you to fail. The Stoics would tell you to ignore both. But if you must be influenced by observation, choose your observers with the care you would choose a surgeon. Marcus Aurelius created an even more powerful practice. He imagined being watched by the great souls of history. He wrote of observing how others handled difficulty so that from each one you may draw the lesson. What quality from one, what from another? This is the inversion of the modern predicament. Instead of shrinking under the gaze of critics, he expanded under the imagined observation of those he admired. He watched himself through the eyes of the excellent, and this watching elevated rather than paralyzed. Epictetus offered perhaps the most practical tool for dealing with judgment when he said, "If anyone tells you that a certain person speaks ill of you, do not make excuses about what is said of you, but answer, 'He does not know my other faults, else he would not have mentioned only these.'" This is not self-deprecation. This is supreme confidence disguised as humility. He is saying that your critics see only a fraction of who you are. Their judgment is based on incomplete information filtered through their own biases, distorted by their own insecurities. Even when they are right about something, they are wrong about everything else they are missing. You are more than any single moment can capture. You are more than any photograph can contain. You are more than the carefully edited highlight reel you present to the world. But you are also more than the worst interpretation your enemies could construct. You are a process, not a product. You are becoming, not fixed. When you truly internalize this, the watching stops mattering. Not because you become arrogant, but because you become accurate. You see judgment for what it is, a snapshot opinion from a limited perspective, no more definitive than a weather report from someone looking out a different window. Here is the final teaching, the one that separates Stoic practitioners from mere admirers. You must become your own primary witness. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Never esteem anything as of advantage to you that will make you break your word or lose your self-respect." Self-respect, not the respect of others. Self-respect. The internal observer must be the one you answer to first and finally. When you lie awake at night, it is not the watching of strangers that haunts you. It is your own watching. You know when you have betrayed your values. You know when you have chosen comfort over courage. No amount of external approval can silence that inner witness. So let them watch. Let the cameras record. Let the algorithms track. Let the critics compose their verdicts and the crowds form their opinions. You have more important watching to do. You must observe yourself with honesty. You must judge yourself with wisdom. You must hold yourself to standards that no external judge could ever understand, because those standards are yours alone. The irony is this: when you truly commit to watching yourself, the watching of others becomes irrelevant. You become free not by escaping observation, but by choosing which observer matters. And that observer must be you. This is the Stoic path. This is the way through the prison of constant judgment. The door was never locked from the outside. It was always locked from within. That's all for today. Stay dark, stay stoic. See you in the next one.